Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer.
Fuck that guy.
And DJ Jerkman.
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
Only on STIM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
Oh man, hold on, wait a minute. This is some bullshit.
They're canceling the fucking show?
Yeah, they're planning on dropping us after 7 years.
That's bullshit. You still got people that listen and like the show.
Well, guys, you had a good 7-year run. What more do you want from us?
You're like a goddamn Oreo cookie. You taste like shit but swathed in the center.
Okay, goddamn it. Our hands are tied, okay? Yeah, you're goddamn right, your hands are tied. Jerkin, pass me the duct tape. Motherfucker. What are you doing? Tape them together. Yeah, motherfucker.
You know what? I think I kind of like this.
Yeah.
Tie it a little tighter. Tighter.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motors. Hellfire, I think somebody lit a cigarette. Nope, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9. STIM Radio fan, they ahead of their time. And now it's lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call a real show. They tough as hell with a hard edge like a steel top. They campaign like a bass head. So if you're mad at them, call in, fuck some hate mail. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that hurts me.
Alright, you sons of fucking bitches. Wow, I'm spitting and everything. Welcome to the shit that fucking cocksucking irks me.
Like that's not normal for you in a first game place?
Yeah. Well, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I am G.J. Jerkman.
Yeah.
Do not have a mic, AK.
Oh, there you go. Now you do. Man, and on the Skype, we got Blood Flow. Blood Flow, what's going on, man?
How's it going? Glad to be here.
Good, man. Glad to have you back. It's been like, what, 4 years since we had you on?
2009.
God damn.
Been a minute.
That's a long-ass time, dude. So, I mean,
it happened.
Obviously, yeah, man. What has been happening since we talked to you last?
Well, I made a record, and then I recorded it 3 different times due to technical problems and a whole bunch of other shit that happened, and fake motherfuckers that can't finish tracks, and people, you know, you got to re-record shit for several different fucking reasons, and I never gave up, but I mean, you know, you feel like giving up, and you feel like everything is so damn frustrating, and you just want to get this damn record done.
Right.
And, yeah, that's pretty much how it's been. It's been tooth and nail fight the whole time.
Would you say this was probably the hardest thing for you to record? Because you've got 2 other projects, you know.
Hands down, it has been the hardest, most grueling, I've put every single thing that I had as a person into this record, and I'm the most proud of it, but it's been an ordeal.
I guess. Well, you know what, though? Maybe this one's going to be your, you know, the thing that really puts you out there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, let's hope so.
Because,
yeah.
Man, you know, it's funny. I let somebody hear your Bottled Up project. Is that, can anyone get that anywhere or no?
I was originally planning on re-releasing that as a disc, but to be honest, the album is so old by now. It's, you know, came out in 2001,
right?
And if you really look at it, I mean, I gotta be able to be critical of myself and analyze my own work and be objective about my work. And when it comes down to it, there's only 2 really good tracks on that whole record, and that was She Shit on My Cock and Dead Bitches Don't Say No. Those are the ones that people remember. Those are like my hits as they were, or whatever, if you want to look at it that way. So instead of doing that, instead of releasing a disc of crap with 2 good songs, I took those 2 good songs, re-released them on this record so that overall, like every single track on this new record is something that I'm proud of. Like I said, I put everything I got into it, and I think it really shows.
Right.
So I'd rather put those on this record and release a product that I can be proud of than release a. I feel like I was tricking people otherwise. If I released the old one.
And I noticed you did some like for instance, Zipper the Ripper you redid, and you also did Power of Rhyme again. Why did you remix those for any reason?
Okay, the Dark Art of Rhyme.
Dark Art of Rhyme. Sorry.
I redid that one because when I was on your show before, you brought it to my attention that was a somebody else's beat.
Right.
And I didn't know that at the time. I just came across that as like a free beat and thought it sounded good and tried to use it. Well, I didn't. So I went back and I found something else that was a little bit faster and more to how I originally wanted to do it.
Right.
And that's the reason that one got re-recorded.
Yeah, that's right. Because that was a Gore-Tex beat or an Necro and Gore-Tex.
Right,
yeah. So, but whoever gave you that beat, I guess they slowed it down, which I thought was pretty dope. I mean, you guys did a nice job of freaking it.
Well, thank you. I personally thought it was too slow because the way the new version is the way I had originally written it and the speed that I originally wanted it, and I think it just comes off a lot more crisp, and to me it sounds better faster.
Right. Well, I mean that's and like I said, I guess I'm always partial to the one I hear first. You know what I'm saying? So that Dark Art of Rhyme kind of grew on me a little bit, I personally. But hey, it's I like the new one too, but the other one will always be a favorite. So, but no, I was talking about your Bottled Up, which was your first project, man. Your really old project. I don't even know. Remember you sent that to me?
Yeah.
And that one, I actually let a buddy listen to that, and he said, "Damn, man, it sounds like this dude was bored on a Saturday night." Because you had songs like Stank Punane on there, and what was the other one that you did? The Redneck Radio intro or whatever.
Yep.
So I thought it was nice, man. It was a good little, people might want to start hearing some of your old stuff. That's why I was excited when you sent that to me, because I'm like, oh, cool. If there's an artist I like, I'd like to hear their back catalog,
Okay. Well, I might take that into consideration, and I don't know. Who knows what the future might bring? I might change my mind about that. From my standpoint, it goes back to when I first started, and one of my big influences in the beginning was Havoc of the group Rotten from Grand Rapids. He did some tracks back in the day with Prozac and Bedlam before Prozac signed to Strange Music. And he's worked with Q Strange and other things. Anyway, he was producing other artists as a way to earn extra money. And I met him through the place I was working. And basically, I think on that disc that I sent you, there's a track just listed as Zip's first rap.
Yeah.
And that right there, that shows that moment of me rapping kind of slow and old school. And just starting, not very good. I didn't feel like I was very good. And then Havoc gets on the mic and completely blows me out of the water. And from there, it became kind of a friendly competition, of like me wanting to up my game, me trying to top him, not in a bad way or anything, or not trying to like steal from him or copy him or nothing like that, but just. He makes a rap, and then you try to make a better rap, and then he makes another rap. You know what I mean? It goes back and forth like that.
So it's competitive. It makes you want to grow, sort of.
Friendly competition, yeah, and I did grow. I spent that entire summer going every day to his studio, and by the end of it, I started out with the Redneck. That wasn't Redneck. Redneck Chainsaw Massacre was my first track that I ever recorded there, and then by the end of it, I had written Zip of the Ripper.
Oh, wow.
That's how old Zip of the Ripper is.
Damn. So that's funny because Zip of the Ripper was on the Six Mix.
Yeah.
So, but, man, it's funny. You gave me an interesting fact about yourself last time you were on the show, that you originally didn't even like rap music. You were a punk rocker.
Yeah, that's correct. Well, I was in between groups when I met Havoc, and I thought that it would, rap, at least if I couldn't find a group, rap would keep me in front of a mic, keep me working, So I just, and I've always had this feeling of like, I don't know if it was just arrogance or what, but, that I could do whatever I set my mind to, and I could write in any style, and so I went into it with a lot of confidence to begin with, and that really helped.
Yeah.
I still feel like even to this day I define myself as a punk rocker, and to be honest, I really don't listen to very much rap at all. Even if it's stuff I like, because I don't like if something new comes out and I hear it, I don't want that to like infiltrate my stuff. So I might listen to something once and then put it away, and then otherwise I listen to rock. And a lot of people are surprised by that. Even when they meet me, they're like, "I've never guessed that you're a rapper," And I don't look like a rapper. I don't act like a rapper. I guess whatever that would be. But yeah, I kind of have more of a punk rock attitude, DIY kind of an attitude towards it.
I never would have guessed you were a punk rocker. Just, by listening to your music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you sound like a dude that's been doing it for a while. Like somebody who's, grew up with old Run DMC and Eric B. and Rakim. You wouldn't know. So when you told me that, I was like, what? Really?
Well, I was born in '78, so I was like young in the '80s. I was like 7 or 8 when in '85 when like Walk This Way came out and stuff like that.
Right.
So I remember it, and I was in parachute pants and boom boxes and wanting to break dance and that type of stuff. So I was listening to it then. But when you get older, about 11 or 12, 13, somewhere around there, you start to like change your mind about things or try to define yourself and come to a different type. You start to define yourself as a person more.
Right.
And all that kind of fell by the wayside, and I went more of in a rock direction.
Interesting. Well, and now here you are, years later, with the new album that's out, and this album obviously is the Tales from the Underground. And so tell us some of the walls you ran into doing this album, man. Like you said, a lot of fake motherfuckers. Did you try to network and people were arrogant, or what went on, man?
There was a whole lot of planning tracks and saying, all right, I got this track with an open verse. Do you want to take this verse? And then I'll send them the track. They'll be real excited about it, and then I send it to them, and then I never hear from them again.
Oh.
And there's a couple tips that I've learned throughout the course, the lessons that I've learned throughout the course of making this thing. And it's basically, one is don't put people's names in your tracks. Don't be on your verse saying like me and so-and-so are tearing it up and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because then if that dude bails on you, you're stuck and you have to re-record because you can't leave that shit in there.
Right.
You know? Man. So, I definitely don't, I'm not on the front of the track saying, hey, it's 1999, motherfuckers.
Right. Give it a year. That's always the rule I've learned too, that you don't say your year,
right.
Obviously if it comes out later.
Yeah, 6 months later, it's old news.
Right. So that's, you even had, I know there was one particular situation that you and I were talking about where that person never came through for you, huh?
Oh, yeah, they did. It didn't end up making the record.
Oh.
It took a long time and a lot of keeping in touch with them and stuff like that, keeping on them. But they're busy, they got their own shit going on. But no, I was happy to have him on the track. It's just by the time I finally got everything put together, and it was 3 different people on 3 different studios, and every sound quality was different, and the sound quality of the track just wasn't up to par. So I decided to hold off and put it on the next record and work it a little bit, see if I could make it sound a little bit better.
Wow.
And so yeah, that's just on hold.
So we will hear that track at some point.
Absolutely.
Later project or something.
Yes.
Okay, cool, man. Did you wind up having, obviously I don't want to get too personal, but did you wind up having to pay a lot of people to feature, or how did all that work?
Yeah, that ties into something that I wanted to talk about, because the way I feel, and if you want to talk about shit that irks me,
oh yeah,
the way I feel about the way shit is set up right now, it's all backwards. It's all fucked up. and shows is what I'm talking about. So if you, the way it used to be, or the way we think it used to be, was that if you're talented and you're driven, that you will get plenty of shows and people will support you, and you'll make it.
Right.
But that's and in that model of the way it used to be, that the cream rose to the top.
Right.
But the way it's set up right now is there's a promoter, and that promoter either does one of two things. He says, pay me $250 and I'll give you a spot, and then you can make the money back by selling tickets, or I'll give you the tickets, bring as much money as the tickets you sell back to the show, and then you get your spot that way. Either way, the only person making money is the promoter.
Right. I was going to say, you give him all your money.
It ends up becoming battle of like the rich daddies or something,
Right.
So like, if you've got the richest father who puts up the most money, then you're going to get the opening spot, or you know what I mean. You're going to get ahead that way. And like I said, the cream used to rise to the top. Now it just seems that shit floats.
That's pretty bad though. When your parents got to buy tickets to a rap show just so you can get on. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty lame.
I'm sorry. I mean, cut you off.
Oh, no.
Promoters are kind of just they're preying on young rappers with dreams, and these rappers, I mean, it's their dream to be on that stage, and they are willing to pay, even if they don't sell. They may sell 3 tickets. You go to a lot of shows, there may be only 3 motherfuckers in the crowd, but nobody cares because the dude who's the show it really is got his money, and the promoter got his money, and you got your 15-minute slot that you ended up paying out of pocket for because you only sold 3 tickets, so you bring $170 out of pocket or whatever the hell it is, and just to make the scratch to play the show, you end up paying $150 to be on stage for 15 minutes. I've spent a lot of time over the last few years. I kind of dropped out of sight. I used to do a lot of shows. I don't do so much anymore because, 1, I wanted to finish the record. I wanted to focus on that. And then 2, I was trying to find a way around that whole cycle, the way that whole thing is set up. So I've the new shit that we're working on, me and my boy Kid Crazy, we've got a mission. We've got some ideas that we don't think have been done in a long time. It goes back to really back to the 80s, with people playing house parties and times when if you had a boom box and some cardboard in a corner, you were set.
Right.
You could draw a crowd. So basically what we did, we went and bought an old cheap ass karaoke machine, dual cassette karaoke machine.
Oh wow.
And it's got 2 mic inputs, and that's all, and it runs on batteries. And that's really all we need. It's kind of like guerrilla warfare. We can go out to any public place, and tell people in advance, we'll be at the pavilion or something, come out and see us, and not charge anything, still sell our merch, make money instead of spend all of our money on, a 15-minute set, and it just turned the whole thing around. That's the idea.
You know what though? Will you be able to? Because now you got to get permission, you got to pay for. You know what I'm saying? If they're not making any money from this, what's to say they don't send security over there or police or something to arrest you guys?
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting that.
Right.
Well, there's a handle on the karaoke machine, so I guess all we got to do is grab it and run.
Hey man, it's battery operated. You know what?
We can still be rapping as we're heading out.
Yeah, rapping as you're walking away, Hey, you know what? I do want to get into a little music, though, man. What's the first song we got over there, Jerkman? What are we showing?
The one with you on it.
Oh, okay. All right. We got a surprise. We're going to unleash now, I've talked about this before because I've discussed the whole Be Sick thing on the show, that I also used to rap as Be Sick, and you and I did a track together, man.
Yes.
And there's a third dude on there. What's his name? Too White? I want to say Lil White.
Him and his boy, like he had his boy on backups. The main dude on the verse, his name is Lightweight.
Oh.
And he's accompanied by White Boy.
Oh, White Boy is his name. No, the main dude is you, man.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, like, I'm talking about his verse.
Oh, gotcha.
Trying to clarify, because, he like wanted a dude to hop on with him after the fact, so I was like, that's kind of weird, but whatever.
That is strange. Well, you know what? And I'm sandwiched in between the two of you. So that sounds bad.
Yeah, I kind of thought that would happen.
So, but we're gonna listen to this, man. It's you and me on a track with I want to say the white boy and what was the other guy's name again?
Lightweight.
Okay. So this is Necronomicronic, man. Here we go. Hang out with us, and we'll be right back.
At nightfall I called upon my Necronomicon, bound in human flesh, inscribed in blood, book of the underworld. Lit a candle and after that turned a page 420, cut my hand and began to chant. That's when it happened, the earth cracked and the planets aligned. A black chasm opened, the devil arose from inside. I summoned the flames, so Satan placed in my hand the sticky, icky, yucky, ooey, gooey, dooby of the boogeyman. This is Michigan, we call it medicine. I took one hit, oh shit, I think I'm over my head. Fried like Jekyll and Hyde, my eyes dilate. Teeth, jaws, fingers, and claws all elongate. I'm faded, taken away to another plane. Invaded my brain, wicked residing inside my mind frame. Not the same when I came from the other side. I pass it to be sick, man, have a hit of the afterlife.
The yell from hell, the demon Sheba, demonic, chronic, the reefer in me. The grim reaper agreed. If you're smoking or choking up on that Necronomicronic, take two to the head, 'cause it's the draw of the dead.
Blood flow past the throat, now I guess I'm gonna take my turn. I took a couple hits, but I'm thinking it's laced with shirt. Things are sounding funny, got a sick sexual appetite. I'm thinking about hospice patients, I'm hard as a bag of ice. Gotta go grab a knife, I'm feeling quite merciful. Let's hit up the hospital, back entrance where nurses go. Got in undetected, third door on the right. That's the cancer wing where they're clinging to life. Room 206, the door is cracked just a little. There she is on the bed, looking helpless and shriveled. Blood flow cut her oxygen so she can't even breathe. Foam is coming out her mouth, I think she's starting to seize. Pull back the sheets, raised up the gown, and then I just entered her. Excited, emptied out, and then flow went and spun at her. Gagged and convulsive, we're both covered with excrement. It wasn't cancer that killed her, she died by the devil's dick.
The yell from hell, the demon Sheba, demonic, chronic, the reefer in me. The grim reaper agreed. If you're smoking or choking up on that Necronomicronic, take two to the head, 'cause it's the draw of the dead.
I light it up, and then I take a puff. No, it's not my first time smoking a blood red blunt. We burn it up, then everyone in rotation started tripping like they smoking on some bath salts. They can't hurt me cause I'm already dead. I got the smoke from hell, it cost an arm and a leg. I check my mindset, we roll a ball bet, and it's the only type of bud that I haven't tried yet. Let me get a hit. The shit was good, right? It's always better getting high in the afterlife. We gonna die tonight, you know what feels right. Bring your windpipe, better than the cryptic kind of light. I'm demonic, I'm Necronomicronic, supersonic, I'm smoking, I'm a devil's hydroponic. We on it, I'm burning till the end of time, and when it's all over, your soul will be mine.
The yell from hell, the demon Sheba, demonic, chronic, the reefer in me. The grim reaper agreed. If you're smoking or choking up on that Necronomicronic, take two to the head, 'cause it's the draw of the dead.
Oh, wow. World fucking premiere. Now, I don't usually promote my shit on the show, except for I do play commercial, but this one I had to play, man, because you and I were on this. Let's talk about it a little bit, man. You originally, when I sent you my verse, you had second thoughts, didn't you?
Yeah. Dude, like you talk about how bad I am with talking about fucking dead bitches and shit like that. But when it comes down to it, dude, you are totally brutal. Like, you'll go places that
it was hilarious.
I think that track proves it, dude. That verse proves it.
Yeah, well, I really didn't. I guess how you explained it to me, you said you wanted to talk about, smoking weed and just really fucked up shit happening. So I said, okay, what's the most fucked up thing you could do if you're really fucked up? And that's what I figured. Like, somebody's got some shit that's laced with Sherm, and now they're going to go rape a cancer patient. So, yeah, because I remember you wrote me, and you're like, I don't know about this track, man. You were about to put it aside, weren't you?
Yeah.
But then, what happened, man? What resurrected you?
I was being too sensitive, I guess. I can't worry about it. You know, like what you said on some kind of post on Facebook or something about, like, what are you talking about? You know, I'm crazy. You talk about fucking dead bitches and shit. You know, like, I can't hold anything against him. I can't stop him from, you know. No, let's go ahead and go with it. Let's go with it.
Right. Well, then you grab the other two guys.
There's lots of people that don't come through for me. You came through for me.
Oh yeah.
You know, how can I fault you for that?
Right. Well, that's one thing, man, because I don't, you know, I mean, hell, if somebody, you asked me to be on a song, man, that to me was an honor, you know, and so I'm like, okay, now I'm going to, you know, fulfill this because, hey, so I'm going to give you my best, and that's what I did, man.
Definitely up the ante, dude. You up the ante, seriously.
Cool, man. Glad to hear. And you were actually, then what happened, how did you put the other two guys on it, man? What was the deciding factor on that?
Well, originally there was supposed to be the idea was that we were going to have somebody that was more famous play the devil on the third verse, and I was going to pass it to you, and then you were going to pass it to the devil.
Mm-hmm.
And since I couldn't do that, there were other people like telling me, "Oh, I can get this guy to play the devil," and I don't know that dude, and it's not going to be cool if I ain't got somebody that's like somewhat of a name,
right?
You know, so. I don't just want anybody playing the devil, so then I just threw that idea away and just made it about smoking the devil's weed, and then found another person. And there's another track on there called Russian Roulette that Lightweight is also on a verse. I actually believe he gets killed in that track, and he really impressed me with that verse and with him being willing to actually die on a track, like not really die, you know, but I mean like his character or whatever, because I look at tracks like movies, you know, and if I don't have a good concept to start with, then I don't go forward with the track.
Right.
So he really impressed me with Russian Roulette, and after that I just, you know, you want to hop on this, and I guess he was impressed with the concept, and you know, he had his boy who wanted to be on there too, so you know, that's how that came about.
Yeah, that's cool. That worked. Cause, you did have a few features on this one, so I thought that was kind of nice. How'd you hook up with Kid Crusher?
Oh, I've been wanting to work with him for a long time. And even the original version of Bloodshot was supposed to feature him. And I went back and forth on, maybe I shouldn't, and then I have this other dude. Because I'm in a group with Kid Crazy called Postmortem, and I was going to use Kid Crazy. And I don't know. When it came down to it, I really wanted to work with Kid Crusher, and I'm really glad that it worked out. And another thing is the beat for that track is from a dude named DJ Run for Cover. And if you haven't heard about him, then the thing I think he's done that's most notable was if you've heard Jamie Madrox's solo record. Called Fatso. There's a track on there called Sour Patch Bitches with him and Blaze, and DJ Run for Cover made that beat.
Oh wow!
And so and I wanted to do something that was a step above what I would expect that you'd hear from everybody else. You know what I mean? There's like the normal record, and then there's, you know, I wanted to do something different. And I really feel like if you can get a DJ, someone who could scratch records, then you're already putting yourself on another level than the normal people who just find free beats and rap over them and put it out. You know what I mean?
That's the other. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So honestly, I worked a lot with DJ Run for Cover on this record. He did a lot of things for me, like the instrumental on the track was him scratching. He scratched all over the place. And his band, In Theory, did a lot of work putting on bass lines on beats, and they made the beat for Bloodshot. and I really wouldn't have been able to do it without him. And he really, because of him, it made the album that much better.
You know, you just answered a question of mine. I was going to ask you who did the scratches on that other instrumental. I was thinking it was you.
No.
Oh, wow.
I can't scratch a record. I can play guitar a little bit, but, you know.
Yeah, I was like, wow, you're multi-talented, man. So, but that was him. That was DJ Run for Cover doing all that, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So it was kind of cool. You hooked up with these guys, what, through Facebook or?
I met DJ Run for Cover back when MySpace was still going.
Oh, damn.
And, yeah, he really liked my stuff. I think he heard Zipper the Ripper was one of his original favorites and stuff like that. He said, you know, if you ever need anybody, you ever need me to do anything, just let me know. And I was like, well, you did definitely do it all. I can use you. And, yeah. So the album was that much better because of it. That's a very cool dude. See, that's when you know somebody's real. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They appreciate your music. You don't have to, you know, pay them to be down with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's cool. And Kid Crusher sort of came from that little connection?
Well, no. I had to pay him.
Oh, okay.
But if you're going to, like, that goes, I think I got sidetracked last time we were talking about this because I lose my train of thought. But either way, when it comes to what you're going to spend your money on, if it's a choice between giving a promoter $250 or whatever it is, or paying somebody that's, you know, more well-known or whatever it is, I would rather go that route and have something that I can own, sell, put out, you know,
right,
than a show that's going to be done in 15 minutes, only 3 people saw, and nobody's going to care about tomorrow.
Right. Yeah, you're right. It's like paying for a hooker versus getting married, right? So
that's a good analogy.
Yeah, thank you. So, you know, I want to jump into more music, man. I actually want to show them Bloodshot, which is the track you did with Kid Crusher, and got some nice little guitar in the background. So we're going to jump into that real quick, and we'll come back and we'll talk to you some more.
Cool.
Evil, destructive forces in man's nature. Terror, violent hatred. And it is from this world of darkness which comes evil. Terror, violent hatred.
Deranged killer, I can bring pain faster than a bloodstain. Plots in the winter because I've been a sinner, finna get your ass cut. Next fella to step to my rock and talk, I'm rockin', chalkin', poppin', knock your brain dead. Bloodshed, a part of the game, a way to fame, insane. Some may say I'll take the blame, forever I'll remain. Wicked is sickening like the fire that's flickering inside, or like the blood trickling when you die. Crazy and I represent the sinister side. Visions arrive with the fever, killing people with my wicked eye. Realize we're a sign of the times, the 7 signs have arrived. We need to bring the demon beast to life. We survive, undefined like a creek in the night, a flame to ignite the fire that is burning so brightly inside me. Try and you find the root of every wicked thought just by the way my eyes are bloodshot. Bloodshot, visions of vicious, malicious missions leave me bloodshot. Vessels are breaking from strangulation cause I'm bloodshot. Killer living within a sickness and I'm bloodshot. Filling the spaces with utter hatred cause I'm bloodshot. Visions of vicious, malicious missions leave me bloodshot. Vessels are breaking from strangulation cause I'm bloodshot. Killer living within a sickness and I'm bloodshot. Filling the spaces with utter hatred cause I'm
bloodshot. So sick, don't know what's what. You cry blood when I penetrate your bitch butt. Fuck what? Everything and everyone, I don't care what I've done cause it's really, really fun. An addiction, affliction, decapitated Christian. Listen by your body, then I'm gonna stick my dick in. Now start you screaming cause I really love to listen. Gonna get up in your butt cause I don't need permission. Horrified, running hard, I'm inside, gonna die, crucified, overdrive. Satisfied when you die, you're denied for a life. When you cry, then you mind. Put your life to the side and provide on my mind what I find, no I'm blind. Fuck your life, fuck your wife, fuck your wife, fuck your life, fuck a knife, fuck the motherfucking wife. Bloodshot, visions of vicious, malicious missions leave me bloodshot. Vessels are breaking from strangulation cause I'm bloodshot. Killer living within a sickness and I'm bloodshot. Filling the spaces with utter hatred cause I'm bloodshot. Visions of vicious, malicious missions leave me bloodshot. Vessels are breaking from strangulation cause I'm bloodshot. Killer living within a sickness and I'm bloodshot. Filling the spaces with utter hatred. In the shadow of the eclipse, I witness a premonition. I've risen from the abyss, so listen and get a glimpse of what's written within my eyes. This is the end times, and printed within my mind. All my victims are stricken blind. They can say it's incantations of praying to Satan. Blame revelations itself, straight from the grave, and I'm raising hell. Dropping knowledge like a prophecy, cause they got no way of possibly stopping me. Scream if you're feeling my demon
demonology, cause I'm an assassin and blasting with passion, my wicked rap attacking the mic. When I recite, it's automatic like a Mac 10. I'm stacking the rhymes into your brainstem, your straight jacket straps, your walls have had it, there's no escaping, cause Satan's got you chasing evasive hallucinations. You're taking some medication, but sedation ain't the way to face it. A man, no patient, afraid, wasting away, getting sick until you wither and die by my wicked eye. Gunshot, visions of vicious, malicious missions leave me gunshot. Vessels are breaking from strangulation, cause I'm gunshot. Killer living within the sickness and I'm gunshot. Filling the spaces with utter hatred, cause I'm gunshot. Visions of vicious, malicious missions leaving gunshot. Vessels are breaking from strangulation, cause I'm gunshot. Killer living within the sickness and I'm gunshot. Filling the spaces with utter hatred, cause I'm...
Oh yeah, there we go, man. You gotta love that hook, man. That hook is just lyrical. I love it. So, and I dig the guitar personally. You know, I like anything with guitar, so that's just my thing. So,
you brought up an interesting point about that. That's another track that I wrote back in the day with Havoc. And if you can even find it, he released an album called Mutilation Mix Revisited on KYP. And we were supposed to originally record this together, and he ended up recording his version, and I ended up recording this version. Well, not this particular version, but there is another Bloodshot version out there by him released on KYP back in the day.
And are you on it or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
We kind of went our separate ways. Like, I don't know. I kind of felt like at the time maybe I wasn't getting as much exposure as I wanted or whatever, for whatever reason. I can't even remember. But people just kind of go do their own thing, and I went more of in a rock direction, which I kind of regret it now because I feel like I might have had some momentum then, and I might have killed it by just by going back to rock. And none of the projects that I tried after that in the rock world really panned out. Like I had a lot of things that we'd record a couple songs, or we'd just get a band together, and things would just kind of fall apart or disintegrate right in front of you, you know?
Right. Did you do vocals when you were doing rock, or what was your thing?
Yeah. I started out as a vocalist, and then after the Zipperneck EP with Bottled Up, a couple projects later, I wasn't being represented in the band. I felt like my ideas weren't being heard, so I just kind of I quit that band. I bought a guitar and I started playing, and just as a way to make sure that my ideas were heard.
Oh wow! Well, now you're in control. Yeah, this is the way to go.
Right. That's how I like it.
Yeah, that's how it should be, man. You're the Ted Nugent, man. So, but because they always said Ted Nugent always wanted to do things his way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so. I'm definitely like that.
Hey, it's nothing
hard to get along with sometimes too.
Nothing wrong with that, man. That's good. It's good to be strong. What'd you say, AK? Turn on your mic.
I said we like it like that.
Yeah, that's how we do it here, man. So we definitely got to have.
I don't know. I like to fall in line. I'm just a follower.
You like following?
Sure, I love it.
That's too bad for you.
I love that and shit on my dick.
Shit on my dick.
These guys are just chomping at the bit.
We are ready for the shit on my dick.
And I was going to save that as a surprise for Blood Flow because, that's, that's to me that's the greatest hit.
I think he's been hearing us talking about this the whole damn time. We've been wanting to hear this.
I forgot that he could hear me, and I'm just over here just thinking I fell into the wall and all this other stupid shit.
Well, and like I said, man, shit on my cock is to me. I even had you get a. Remember, I told you should make a video for it.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what that video would be.
Well,
I got an idea how to start.
How is that? How's that video doing, man? You put it up.
I'm sorry. The video for shit on my cock?
Yeah. You getting hits on it, or?
I must have spaced it or something because I don't remember. I probably put it up and then just walked away from it.
Oh. Well, I remember you said
you might be able to find it on YouTube or something, but if it is, it's a surprise to me.
Yeah, because I remember you tagged me in it and you said Maxwell said I should do a video for this, so here we go. And a couple years
I forgot about that, dude.
I remember. It's awesome because I wanted to share it, and I was upset that I couldn't find it on YouTube and I couldn't share it. So that's why I said that to you. So, man.
You just have like a puppet video, like puppet cock with a bunch of shit all over
Yeah,
it.
like Muppets. Yeah, definitely.
Dip it in chocolate or something.
I look at AK with all the ideas here. She has her own puppets at home. She does this with maybe.
I have my own cock puppets,
Well, last time you were on Blood Flow, we talked about fucking cow hearts too. Remember that?
Yeah. That was a Darwin Award.
Actually, I thought that was a Jerkman suggestion.
I said something about fucking a cow
I
heart.
read it in a book that somebody plugged a. You're supposed to hook it up to a car battery, and it makes like a sucking motion, and they use it as a masturbation device.
Oh wow!
But this guy in particular just cut the cord off a lamp and hooked it into the heart, and then electrocuted the shit out of himself. So
wow,
that's what he.
Man, talk about cock to the heart. So you know what? And also too, man, you've hooked up with the guys from Horror Flick. Are you gonna do anything with them, or what's happening with that?
Yeah. My next project is with my group Postmortem, and that's where the one track we were discussing earlier is going to be, and probably maybe a Necronomicronic Part 2. I'm thinking, and I know that one of the features that I'm going to have on that track is that Twice Dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's slated. He's in there. He's going to be on that.
It'd be interesting to hear a different Necronomicronic with different people on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I thought maybe I should make it like a trilogy or something.
There you go.
I've still got the Roach, and then what happens when we smoke the Roach?
That would be cool.
Maybe a bomb pit or something. I don't know. I'm still working on it.
Okay, all right. Or you got a sack and you were able to roll 2 blunts from it, or something.
Yeah, something. We're gonna work it out.
Okay, Max, we got to get this shit on the cock. I got to hear this.
Okay, he needs to hear shit on my cock.
I got to hear this one because I ever since I've seen it today, I've been like, what
all
the
right.
fuck? She shit on my cock. I got to hear this one.
Okay,
turning you on all day,
we got
hasn't it?
Been rubbing myself and everything.
Oh, he's been jacking to it? Okay, then we've got to get in She Shit on My Cock. So let's get that on, and we'll come back and talk to you for a little more.
All right.
About things left unsaid. Like that night this bitch was giving me head and said, kinda like that. But back to the story at hand. Goddamn, somewhere in the middle of a long night of fucking, that was when she told me that she liked it in the booty button. I never tried this shit before, but I was down. She grabbed my dick tip and moved the shit down south. Looked it with the coochie juices, then she said push. Just like that, my dilly wang was in a tushy hole. Pretty soon this bitch was taking all of my meat. Let me tell you, when I hit it slow, it sounds like an old school beat. I pick up the speed, now she's groaning like a howler monkey. Body starts twitching like an epileptic crack junkie. Chunky like a Rocky Road peanut banana split. Sex is kinda scary when you go below the clit slit. Zipper neck, rockin' chocolate fudge like Willy Wonka. Dick tip like a nasty everlasting gobstopper. Got the bitch booty hole, flexing like a tourniquet, popping out hemorrhoids, see them bleeding, burning and shit. Now I've seen porno stars in adult cinemas, but how was I to know they gave a minimus? Coming in a button, now I'm twisting the tits, but I can feel my dick rubbing on green beans and corn chips. So I pull it out, and the smell hit me, shit on my cock. Shit on my cock, 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 shit on my cock.
You shit on my cock, bitch, so now I have to smack you. You shit on my cock, bitch, so now I'll put a break to you. You shit on my cock, bitch, so now I have to smack you. You shit on my cock, bitch, I wanna fuck your best friend.
I told you if it ever got weird, we could stop. They never said I'd have duty clinging on my cock. I know you was a freak, bitch, but out of nowhere I got chocolate-covered smothered raisins running through my nut hairs. Close up your asshole, bitch, you make me sick. And don't say shit or all my friends will call me poop dick. Then I'm in the bathroom scrubbing with the Brillo pad. Fresh shit dries fast on a warm nut sack. So the moral of the story, it's as simple as this. Fellas, be careful where you stick your dick. You don't know how many times it's been around the block. Next thing you know, the bitch is shit on your cock. Shit on my cock, shit on my cock, shit on my cock, shit on my cock, shit on my cock.
You shit on my cock, bitch, so now I have to smack you.
I've got chocolate-covered raisinets running through my nut hair.
Yeah.
That one and the green beans and corn chips.
Yeah, you loved that one, didn't you?
I'm telling you, that's the greatest. If you ever drop a greatest hits album, man, you have to promise me you're going to put that on there. Will there be a Blood Flow greatest hits at some point? Probably, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Man.
If I can make enough records, you know.
Yeah.
If it doesn't take me 6 years to make every record, then yeah.
Right. Well, you know, a good record always requires a lot of work, Ben, and a lot of bullshit. So, and obviously you've done that with this new one. And again, it's Tales from the Underground. How can people get it, man, if they've heard some songs tonight and they like it?
Okay, friend me on Facebook. Because I tried to put it up for digital download, but they want like 7,000 pieces of information that I don't know. And I'm not a very technical person in the first place, so I feel like I really dropped the ball on the digital download that I was supposed to have tonight. So it will be up ASAP as soon as I can figure this shit out. And so friend me on Facebook, Bloodflow MMFWCL. And as soon as it is up, I will leave a link, and I will definitely be promoting it. So, yeah. That's how to get it.
And you know what? Blood Flow is one word, so people can just search for you on Facebook too.
Yes,
if they want to. You know what you should do, man, is get a SoundCloud and just upload a bunch of all the tracks to the SoundCloud, and then they can just go on there and download tracks as they want them.
Oh, and it's pay? They can pay for it then?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you couldn't get paid for them. I'm not sure what you were trying to do. Are you doing this for free, or are you trying to get paid?
Well, I was trying to get paid. I put a lot of work into it. I wanted to get something out of it, you know.
Yeah.
But if it comes down to it, you know, like, I'll probably sell as many copies locally as I can, and then, like, physical copies. And then if when I feel like that train has sailed.
Yeah.
That boat has sailed, whatever. then
she called you out.
I'll probably put it up
well,
for free.
You know what, CD Baby, I've messed with them before, man. You know what, I could probably help you with some of the shit they want to know. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like, just you put yourself as everything. You know, who's the executive producer? Well, it's you. Who do the rights belong to? You. You know? So, it's your shit. But CD Baby, you'll get paid from.
Okay.
So, was that who you were trying to use, or no?
I was using a site called Payloads, which I was supposed to be able to put like a download link that I could post on Facebook, or I could post to other places or whatever. And I had to sync it with my PayPal. And like I said, I'm not a very technical person, especially when it comes to computers and shit. So unless I'm making beats or using a program like that, but when it comes to the internet and you know, they want to know this about my business and that about my business, and they're asking questions that I don't have the answer to yet because I haven't put it on the other site, and it's all supposed to match up. I don't know. It's just a big headache for me, and but you know, I obviously got to get over that.
All right. Well, CD Baby is pretty easy. I mean, it was back in the day when I used it, and you know, my last project I put up there as a digital download. So, you know, I should be pretty. Try that one, man.
I will.
And that'll get you paid. So, You know, that'll be nice. Well, damn, Blood Flow, we're at the end of the hour, and
it went quick.
I know, it went really quick. So again, man, wanted to thank you for coming on, and we'll do it again, man. Keep us up to date on what's happening and what projects you're gonna be working on and who you're gonna be working with, and we'll do it again.
All right, absolutely.
All right. No problem. We'll be back next hour, fuckers.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul.
I love you, you are my girl.
Hip-hop bangers life.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks life.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping, but I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a gack, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gonna slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring.
and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy, then content, and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement.
Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my fake? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the warm water.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it.
The shit that irks me, oh na na. The shit that irks me, oh na na. The shit that irks me, shit that irks me, shit that irks me.
Everybody know you got shit to talk about. We all got shit that bugs us out. So okay, just let it out. And I know you got shit on you, so I'ma spill it on the radio. Let it play, that's all I gotta say. Cause shit been fucking with me all day. So call now, talk about it. Get rowdy for 2 hours with Maxwell. Turn him up, let him know that that shit irks.
Oh na na, the shit that irks me, oh na na. The shit that irks me, oh na na. The shit that irks me, shit that irks me, shit that everybody knows that I've shit that irks me. These people drive me crazy, makes me wanna punch a baby. Hey Maxwell, you really know how to irk my shit, cause you're just that type. Hey Maxwell, you really know how to irk my shit, cause you're just that type. You have that weird fetish, you know that shit is plain damn nasty. Oh, 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 you love to lick my toes. Oh na na, the shit that irks me, oh na na. The shit that irks me, oh na na. The shit that irks me, shit that irks me, shit that irks me. Call in to alltalkradio.net, bitches. Shit that irks me.
That shit made me mad. So call in and talk about it, fuckers.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fix at your front. My tongue's replacing the gun, my toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts that you
Download
don't
your
see
copy
that
today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
STIM Radio. STIM Radio.
Oh, yes, bitches. Hour 2 of the shit that fucking irks me. So I'm like Santa Claus, you know? I got the belly for it. What the fuck?
Yeah, actually, you kind of do.
I'm bringing all the surprises in this bitch today. I brought another surprise. Say hello.
Hello.
And everybody remember Loon?
It's been a long time since she's been on the air here.
Been a while.
I've been working nights.
See? That's why.
Dog in my face.
Well, and you're moving, right?
Yeah, I am.
You're like leaving town?
Leaving Las Vegas.
Now, here's the crazy thing, because you said like you've had a pretty wild couple of days and people doing really cool things for you. And
Oh my God, I've had so many awesome people doing so many cool things for me.
Now, let me ask you this. The whole time you were here, why the fuck weren't these people doing it then?
These are people that I've met within the last year.
Well, that's what's funny, though. I mean, you know, it kind of like when our buddy Cruise Control was leaving. Same thing. You know, all of a sudden he decides to leave and move to Oregon, and everybody wants to do parties for him, and they're doing all these nice things for him, and it's like, and he even said, he was like, why couldn't they have done this shit the whole time, you know, where I wouldn't want to leave, you know what I mean?
Well, it's not that I don't want to leave, because this is like the next step in my life, and I know it's the next step in my life. You know, when everything just like works out perfectly, and it's just, it's like one of those.
Uh-huh.
So, I think people are just trying to show how much they appreciate me, and especially like the nonprofit I work with, a lot of, you know, time I've spent with them, they really, really went all out. I was so stoked. But yeah, so I think people just want you to know how much they appreciate you and everything you've done.
Wait. Those guys, the one, when I first met you, that group that you were involved in?
No, that was my group.
Okay, yeah, but I remember you had some
Cupcake
people.
Girls.
Oh, the Cupcake. Okay.
Because I do volunteer work with Cupcake Girls.
I thought it was that other group that you know, when I first met you.
That was my partner, if you remember. She
Right.
was a little nutball.
And they fucked you up. They fucked you over, if I remember right.
Did you just sing a little nutbally?
A little nutbally.
Yeah.
No, she didn't fuck me over. She just got bored and left. You know, rich girls.
Oh, okay. So it was the thing of...
Yeah, you know rich girls.
Yeah.
You know,
all in
rich
your
girls.
life. You know that.
And they're all shitting on your cock and stuff.
Rich girls lining up to shit on your cock.
Yeah, that's how it works. We had a guy on last hour. He had a song called "She Shit on My Cock."
Yeah.
Had to throw that in there somewhere.
Blood flow.
Yeah, blood flow. It's
That sounds really repulsive too.
His first album was monthly.
Somebody's into some freaky shit.
Wonder who that would be.
Yeah, who would that be? I don't listen to that stuff. Who could be that person?
Not at all. You weren't on a track or anything.
No, I would never spit on a track.
Did you hear that one? He was actually singing on it. I didn't mind that one. I liked that.
Good. That was
song.
my favorite track.
Yeah, it was mine too. I like that one.
That was a dope track, man. That's why I was like, dude,
track.
Are you gonna waste that track just because you didn't like my verse?
Right.
So you sent that verse to him?
Yeah. Well, he asked me to do it, so he sent me the beat, and I put some lyrics for my verse, and then mailed it back. Or well, I emailed it to him, and then he's like, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's not really the concept I had in mind. And I'm like, oh, come on, bro. I paid for studio time and everything. And he's like, oh, shit.
So you went somewhere, and what studio did you go to?
I went to Digital Insight.
Oh, is that where you went?
Yeah, and just did, it was like an hour of time.
You didn't come to me, but that's all right. I'm okay with that.
You don't do music here. You're a radio station.
Well, you didn't have to do the music. All you had to do was the drop, right?
No. I actually had to have the music. I had to rap over the beat.
We couldn't play it here.
We could have done that.
Could I have done it here?
Yeah.
Could you have put it into MP3 format for me?
No. Oh, what's
what is
no,
that?
That's too far for me. Yeah.
Well,
we only do MP4 here.
Yeah, that's right. MP4 now.
Well, I've seen you, man.
Yeah, Wave. And Wave. That's what we use.
Now you know.
Yes.
Now you know.
Now I do know.
You know, it's this really cool thing you just ask.
What's that?
You just ask.
If I just ask?
Yeah, probably would help.
You never want to assume,
That's why you stubborn Virgos.
Yeah, well, I know one.
Asking is not assuming.
Right.
I know one for one
You know
thing.
what they say about assumptions.
Yeah, but ask starts with the first two letters of assumption. So there you go.
No, I don't know what they say.
You don't?
Yeah.
Thanks for assuming.
Wow.
Ha ha ha.
She just whipped it around on you.
That
How
was
you
a-
feel?
I feel like Debo because she whipped it.
Whipped it good.
Yeah, whip it good, man.
Real good.
So,
wow. You guys going to all start up here?
We're going with it.
So I got kicked out of a Facebook group, guys.
Oh,
How do you get kicked out of a Facebook?
Well, actually, I kicked myself out. I can't lie.
See, there it comes out.
I kicked
So you
myself.
didn't kick yourself out. You removed yourself.
Yeah, I removed myself.
Let me guess, for the blind one.
It was the blind group. Well, let me tell you what happened. Let me just.
We know why you removed yourself from the blind group. You don't even have to tell us. I already know.
Because you saw the post, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Actually, I've been on Facebook for like a week.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
so what?
why?
Let her get it out. Okay, what do you think?
What do you think
it was because of a blind person who thinks that they have to institutionalize themselves mentality, right?
Wow, damn, she's
good.
I know what irritates Brett.
Or Max.
Both of them.
So, yes, you're right. That's because I've had some other posts in there, and I've had some pretty nasty fights with people in that group. And a lot of them are just blindos that, think that the sighted people need to wipe their ass. They love their oversighty.
Is it a blind tarded?
They're bleatarded, yes.
Bleatarded.
And
we don't know anybody like that.
not damn.
Oh, boy, was that a swipe or what?
That was a bite, man.
I like
Yeah,
her.
that's right. She's just she would gnarl at it a little
That's
bit.
why she's the AK, because she just,
Yeah.
So, but anyway, what happened was this girl put up a post in there that was very similar to a lot of the shit that I say.
Why's it got to be a girl?
Because it just happened to be.
Was she talking about feet?
No, she was talking, but she was talking about why are sighted people so goddamn ignorant? Blah 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 blah. So there was like,
Wait a minute.
Well,
Wait a minute
I
here.
never.
Yeah, so you get on this thing and you bash us fuckers?
You
Goddamn
bash
right. You
sighties?
son of a bitch, you.
sighty motherfucker.
So you're going to your little hiding spot.
Motherfuckers.
I'm not taking you to Whole Foods no more.
Oh, that's all right, because you'll be gone. So
Oh, yeah, he's
Not
okay
walking
with
you
it
to
now.
7-Eleven and
It's a
getting
comment.
you 2 hot dogs ever again.
Oh, damn! Really? Oh,
No
come
more
on.
Laffy Taffies for you.
Yeah.
No, actually, what happened though is I saw her post because she was talking about bitching about sighted people, like I always did in there, and so I commented. I said, "Hey, Patricia," I said, "you may want to be careful." I said, "These people in here really love their oversighties." And I said, but then again, who sends them their SSDI check every month? Who toilets and bathes them and clothes them? And I said, but then again, that's that mentality. I said, but just be careful because they jumped all over me for a post before. And so then I get an email from the moderator of the group.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
I bet she got one too.
she's the mother motherfucking cocksucking raider. So she sends me this email and she says, it's come to our attention. They got to be all corp with you. Even though they ain't shit, they're fucking, you're a moderator. You
Comes
do
to their attention meaning they read this.
Yeah, they read this.
Right.
Yeah, you do this shit for free. Stop trying to get all corp with me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so it came to our attention that some of your posts are getting more and more controversial. And I've just removed one of your comments from a post. And she said, in the future, if this continues, it's been discussed amongst the admins that if this continues, we will remove you from the group. And she was like, the comment was the following, and it was the one that I had just put, that I told you guys. So I wrote her back, and I said, Brooke, I said, I'll do you one better. I'll remove myself from the group. If people are too weak to deal with what I got to say.
You resigned from Blinkyville?
I left Blinkyville, man.
Aw.
I said, goodbye, all you fucking bleatards. Because,
Do I need to play the world's smallest violin now?
yeah, you should. Figaro, Figaro.
Doesn't matter. He can't see it. It's that
Can't
small.
see it.
He
Well,
can
if you were on
just-
camera, you could
He
play it,
didn't get
If you would get on camera, they could see it.
No, I look like hell.
Oh, well, then fine. No violin for you.
We wouldn't spin it on her anyhow. Just
No.
no, like she was screaming, running with the little dog. Toto, let's go!
Hey, she got a dog in here, too. We got to.
Oh wait a minute! Look,
What
she
is
got the
this?
dog. That actually looks funny if we put that camera.
Put him
on.
as a shield?
What is this? What is this going on? Do you know how many times I've refused to be on camera and you were just like, no, you're getting on camera. And I'm
Uh-oh.
like,
I'm the
oh,
loon.
hell no.
It wasn't me.
Jerk
It was always you.
I would have never done that.
Always you.
I believe
Oh,
that about
wow.
as far as I can drop kick you.
Jerkman is like Jerkman's a camera rapist, man. What can I say?
Camera
Camera
rapist.
rapist.
Yeah, he's raping you
Wow.
with camera.
You
You
had
know?
to get a rape in there.
Oh,
He had
of course,
to.
somewhere.
Wouldn't have felt good without it.
Yeah.
So yes, I got kicked out of the Blindo group
You resigned. You took yourself
You
out.
did not get kicked out.
I left it.
Yeah,
You
you
got
left.
a nasty letter and you left.
I left it. I said,
Got your
fuck
fucking
you.
feelings hurt and you left.
No, you know what? I
got butt hurt.
I don't need
I
that
don't know
shit.
why you joined a blind group when you know how much those people make you mad.
You know what? Somebody added me to it, honestly. And I just went in there and I started posting some shit.
to accept it.
Yeah, well, you know, the shit they were saying on the post.
But you really think going in there that all of a sudden they were all going to be against us sighties?
Well,
honestly,
I thought maybe there's some like-minded blind people. I don't know.
And how many were there?
I don't hate sighted people.
Yes, he does. We know now.
I hate stupid-ass ignorant sighties. You know,
Why does it have to be stupid-ass ignorant sighties?
Right.
Why
What
can't it be
about
stupid-ass
ignorant
people?
Well,
there's some ignorant-ass blind people.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, you're right. Actually, you are right.
We call them
AK.
bleetards.
They are bleetards. Yeah, there's bleetards and sighties and sightsties and shit, you know?
Man.
So, anyway, no, I you know, it's just, and then, of course, some of the comments on the post were funny, like, you know, we have to learn that we're the minority and we have to adapt, and I'm thinking, oh, okay.
Why can't all other minorities figure that out?
Why don't all them niggers stay in their place? God damn it. All them niggers and spicks and chicks should stay in their place. Tell you what.
Don't condone this at all.
So, yeah, no, it's that bullshit of, you know, we need to stay in our place and where the sighties tell us where to go, and, you know, we got to educate.
Go where the sighties tell us.
And I
to
love
go.
this, too. They tell you to educate sighted people, but yet they tell you not to be outspoken. So how the fuck can you educate somebody if you're not
that's
outspoken?
really a institutional brainwashing.
Right.
It.
Totally. Oh, God. If you guys could have seen some of the comments, I mean...
hey, they don't want to lose their people that are going to carry them around and stuff, so you can't piss off the people.
Follow the leader. Come
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
I'm not the leader.
Look, you don't want to be their trailblazing leader that they all follow, so who are they going to depend on? Us, sighties.
Sighty McSSDI.
See, so it's
The
up to
people
you.
that can drive.
It's up to you to lead your people the way they should be led.
Fuck all that.
Come on, Moses.
Fuck all that.
Right? See? They wouldn't even be able to keep up with their habits if it wasn't for us. They could smoke
That's right.
cigarettes. They
Get
couldn't
coffee.
Get coffee.
How do you guys even eat?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, do you know where your mouth is when you bring your hand up?
No.
I didn't think
Sometimes
so.
I put food up my ass.
See?
They get the surprise can of the day.
Actually, that I do.
The mystery can.
That's true. I do that.
See?
I'll bring a can of something to work and I'll be like, wonder what I got today, and then I pop it open.
Everybody's like laughing. That's fucking cat food, man.
They all tell you don't have pants on and you believe it.
Remind me, George, to slip you a can. Remind me to slip you a can of dog food.
One time I brought a can of, it was gravy to work.
That was your lunch?
Why did you buy
Gravy.
a can of gravy just out of curiosity?
I don't know. I think I was going to try some, I don't remember. It was for cooking or something.
So you brought a can of gravy.
And I grabbed this can that I thought was, you know, soup or something.
What it was?
It was gravy.
Nice.
And I'm like, it's a can of fucking gravy?
There's your lunch, buddy.
I'm drinking gravy for lunch. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I just fucked up.
Yeah, that was years ago. Actually, I was still with Shell then, so I think I bought the gravy because she was going to cook or do something.
You know she let you leave the house with that on purpose.
Yeah, and then that was it. I came to work and, oh yeah, got my lunch.
See, Blinky should never piss off their girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, that's it, because it's our oversighting, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Us sighties, you know.
That's
We'll
a
tell you about that gravy and dog food can.
gravy in a dog food can, man.
I'm totally having you do that, George.
I will do it too.
Oh my god, that's
But the
hilarious.
problem is he probably fucking eat it and like it.
I know.
You wouldn't even notice.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Was it stew or something?
Well, that's what I did at first. I poured it into a bowl, and I'm like, okay, it's probably
He's
soup.
looking for the chunks.
Yeah, and then I'm like, well, this tastes like gravy. Oh shit, it is gravy.
Oh, man.
Was it good gravy at least?
Oh yeah, it was good gravy.
They didn't give you bread or anything.
Wish,
Oh,
wish I had some chicken or something to eat it with. Fuck, I guess
You could
not.
have sent your assistant out for some rotisserie chicken.
At the time, I didn't have an assistant. I was a temp. I was an underling.
Oh, that
ass.
really was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, that was before I met any of you. You know, I didn't know any of you guys back then. Yeah, I was
None of us at all.
I-
Not
no,
even
Man, I
me.
couldn't
Nope,
even
not
laugh
even
at the
you.
gravy. That sucks.
No,
Yeah.
I was a gravy eating fucking broke motherfucker.
What were the other temps looking at saying when you were eating gravy? It was gravy.
I was the only temp. There was. Oh no, I'm sorry. There was one other girl. She was an intern.
Do you think anybody laughed at you that day?
You know they were snickering.
Yeah.
I didn't tell anybody.
Oh, so nobody's seen you do this?
Nobody saw you get gravy.
Nope, nobody saw me do it. That was
How
just
would he know? He can't see.
That's true. Someone could have been
That's
hiding around
true.
the corner snickering.
Could have been. No, it was only 4 of us in
Look
the
at
office.
Blinky. He's only got gravy.
Oh, Rocky's gonna eat that gravy.
Let him open it up.
I would have said something. I'm like, dude, are you hungry? Like, that's not soup, bro. That's gravy.
Gotta eat the gravy.
What's wrong with you? Did you intend to do that?
I'm trying to remember. There was, speaking of that, there was a Sidey thing this weekend, but I can't remember what the fuck it was now. But the getting kicked out of the group was the big thing. Or
No,
leaving,
you left.
I'm sorry, leaving the
Why do you
group.
keep saying kicked
Right,
out?
you
Because it
started
sounds
the
cool.
story with that. I got kicked out of the
He got
group.
a butthurt letter.
Because it sounds cool.
Just say I got a
kicked out.
butthurt letter and
Yeah.
I left.
I left.
Did you
I
think he was-
I threw a fit and I left the group because the moderator sent me a letter that was mean.
You know what? Fuck
and
that
it hurt
moderator.
my feelings.
I think his feelings get hurt. I think that's what it is.
Fuck that moderator. I don't
Look
need
at him. Fuck that moderator.
I don't need that
feelings
group.
got hurt.
I think no. I
You don't
think
need
they're
that
right.
group.
I think that
You
I
don't.
think your feelings get hurt though. I think you don't want to admit, but your feelings are hurt that you're not accepted amongst your own.
Well, no, I don't even think about it like that. I don't care.
I don't
mean,
see his feelings get hurt about that. I think his feelings just got hurt because the moderator sent him a letter.
I think he just got pissed off.
I'll tell you what it is.
Because they're
Armchair
stupid.
people. I'll tell you what.
He was just he
armchairs.
thought that
I
was
don't have
stupid
an
because they
armchair. What are you
couldn't-
talking about?
I neither do I.
talk
but
about-
you guys are armchairing it.
They couldn't handle his truth.
God
And
damn
so it was
them,
like fuck
bitch.
them.
Yeah, exactly. That's
badge bleed weak.
well, you know what it was. You know me. I'm kind of like, wait a minute. I can't voice my opinion. So yes, in that instance, I was a little butthurt because I'm like, well, these are blind people. Shouldn't they at least be able to see where I'm coming from? Fuck.
Well, how dare you insult the Sideys?
Yeah. Well,
oh my gosh.
I see that. I mean, they're very. Hey, there's people. In
We
that,
don't tell you when you're carrying gravy in.
there's people in that
Or
group.
dog food.
There's people in that group that are 20 or 30 years old who still have not had sex.
No.
No bullshit.
He must be really ugly.
I swear to God, I'm
Yeah,
not.
I'm gonna say I don't think blind has anything to do with that.
I've actually, no, these are just very sheltered blind people. I've actually, there's been other posts that have been in there and that have been about sex and dating and shit. And one guy actually did right. He's like, yeah, I'm
He was a
23.
guy. Guys hardly ever get laid.
Well, yeah, but I mean, come on. You must have had something at some point. Not this motherfucker.
Maybe he was doing the sympathy act, so he'd think a girl would fall for that.
No,
There you
no,
go.
Jerpin, you're giving
He was
this.
trying to get a blind girl.
You're giving these.
sympathy.
You're giving these people too much credit.
Oh, wait a minute. These people? What, are you not amongst them?
Fuck no, I'm not
He
amongst
left the
them.
group. Didn't you hear that part?
These are unemployed SSDI collecting motherfucks that their highlight of the week is going to fucking Walmart. You know, I'm gonna get some eye cream. I'm gonna get some eye cream. Yay!
Boy, you get excited over that ice cream,
They
don't you?
do. They love their fucking because that's hard time for them, man. You know, they go down to the blind center. They do their arts and crafts. They learn to go to bugle class and shit. Learn how to play bugle. you know?
Bugle?
Yeah, bugle.
Really? Bugle class. I bet it's really a recorder.
It probably is.
Right?
Actually, it's funny because I do know somebody that was in a recorder class down there.
They told him he's playing a bugle?
Oh, I don't know about that, but they were in. They have a band. You know, there's the Blinky Blind Center band, and they play at Christmas or
Have
something.
you ever sang for him?
Fuck no. I'm not
You
around.
didn't
I'm not with
rap
those.
a hot
I was
rhyme
gonna say,
for the
maybe we should write a
Blinkies?
letter this year for him on his behalf, stating that he will lead the band in song.
Oh fuck
He
no.
will drop a sick rhyme.
Yo, I'll drop a sick rhyme for the blind, my
Damn
Negro.
right. Shit on my cock.
Yeah, shit,
Gotta like that one.
shit on my blinking cock.
Shit on my blink. Shit on blink on my shit. Whatever.
Wow. All right.
She shit in my eyes and I went blind.
Oh man.
That's so bad.
Oh wow, shit eyes.
Shit eyes.
Well, I guess they
Okay.
get
That's
affected.
how you
blind.
get brown eyes.
You ever see? You ever see? What was it? Major Payne, and he called the kid ass eyes.
Yeah.
Listen here, ass eyes. God, I guess that's where that came. Oh man.
But you should have known from the beginning you were not going to fit in there. I don't know why you. I even told you that before. I said, why are you attempting this?
Well, you don't know, man. You got to give everything a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I could have told. I did tell you. This just wasn't going to be your thing because I mean, look at half the way, at least half or more than half of the people that are blind act.
Yeah,
You're
I
not going to
know.
fit in there.
But I just thought, man, you know, maybe there's a select group out there that you know is like-minded. I don't fucking, you know, you got to give. I mean, I don't want to generalize, man, because you know what? I do that all the time where I'm like, somebody tells me someone's blind, my oh shit meter goes off. Honestly, I'm
But
like,
keep in mind,
oh,
there's a group
fuck.
of people that are probably sitting
didn't
there
know I
feeling
was blind?
sorry.
I had no idea. Wow.
You didn't know that?
What? Where have you been?
That's why she drives with a dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
the
a
dog-
CNI driving dog.
The dog tells me where to go.
Ah, okay.
He barks once for right, twice for left.
Yeah. I'm sure if I lived with that dog, he'd tell me where to go too.
I'm sure he would.
After I
Right to
stepped on
hell.
his tail a couple thousand times.
Yeah, and nut on him.
Oh yeah, that too.
Aw, not on my poochie.
Oh, you didn't know he did that to his cat?
Yeah, she was under the covers, and I was jacking off, and I sprayed her. Well, I knew she was down there, but I figured, well, fuck, she might get hit, she may not. And then later, she had this big, like...
And cruise control came over, which is partially mine, was petting and goes, why has this cat got this mat stuff on its hair?
Yeah, and then G Motors looked, and he goes, I don't know, it's probably just matted, it's dirty. And then I thought about it, I said, uh-oh, I know what that is.
Ew.
That's my nut.
That was...
Oh, my God. Poor AK.
What's that movie with Cameron Diaz?
Oh, you mean something about Mary?
Yes.
Is it the nut behind his ear?
Something about Mary moment.
Yeah, oh, it was.
Poor kitty.
Something about ticket. Getting splashed. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, I know I wasn't going to fit in. I mean, well, I didn't know that. I thought, well, maybe they're like-minded blind people. I don't want to generalize.
You found what? How many people did you probably talk to on there, you think?
Friends that I made out of there. I made, 2 or 3 friends that I actually
But how many
had.
people do you think were in this?
Oh, well, there was 1,000 people.
So,
1,000.
2 out of 1,000?
Yeah, well.
I mean, that's... Yeah, that should tell you something.
Yeah, and that's too
Have
bad.
you met Brett?
Who?
Max? Have
No,
you met
I've
him?
never met him before.
No,
He's
I have not. What's he like?
He's special.
Is
He
he?
actually
He's
thought I had
special
long
guy.
hair and a ponytail.
Yeah, I thought he had long hair and a ponytail. I thought he was like a rocker, like...
like a rocker?
Have you never given George a hug?
No. I mean,
No,
well, actually,
not even like a bro hug?
well, we have done
You
a hug.
thought he had a ponytail?
I never just... Well, I didn't rub his hair like, oh,
But don't you
jerk,
think if
man,
he had
I'm
a
gonna run my
ponytail, it'd be,
fingers
like,
through
on
your
his
hair.
back?
Yeah, well, if I had long hair.
But
I
I
used to have when I was younger.
But I kind of hug
younger
you. I
anymore.
kind of hug you around the, like around here, around the midsection. I don't, that's
He does, too. It's really weird.
It's kind of gay to hug a nigga around the neck, like.
And you don't think the midsection isn't?
Right?
Oh, it's better.
My arms around your waist.
Reach around the back on the side and pet.
Yeah, well, I don't want to.
Hey, bro.
I don't want to be stroking his hair too. They're like, baby, good to see you.
Kind of like that time when
Well, since he doesn't have long hair, that wouldn't be possible.
Yeah.
Well, I'd never really checked it out. I wasn't that interested, I guess.
I'll let you feel my spiky little, what's left on top there.
Oh,
He's got a little on top.
A little
He's
bit.
got a little more than you.
Well, everybody's
Yeah.
got a little more than me. It doesn't take that much.
Lord.
You know that time I hugged G Motors and grabbed his ass?
Oh, that was hilarious.
Did you really?
Yeah, because he was sitting there. He was going to be leaving for a while. I was like, oh, Motors, I'm going to miss you. So I gave him his hug. He's always so stiff and everything. So I put my arms
He's
and
very
I hugged him,
homophobic, too.
And then I went down like this. And, and he stood there. He did not move. He just stood there.
His eyes probably
So I
really
did it
big.
again. He was,
Well, and we'll throw out too. G Motors is very homophobic.
Big time.
He's like, no faggot. Like even when you play, he's like, no, don't do
Hey,
that
when
faggot
people
shit.
are like ultra homophobic, you gotta wonder.
Well, when I first did it, though, I think I stunned him. He didn't
Yeah,
realize it really
I bet
happened.
his eyes got really big.
Like, no, he didn't grab my ass, did he?
He gave me a hug and he had his, we're batting, and I did that, and he just froze and just stood right there. I think what the hell? I did it again. He
it might have stunned me too, because I'm like, what? What the fuck?
There you go, George. Now you know how to shock Brett.
Just grab my ass. There you go, Jerkman.
No,
You
Gary's
pretty
already
much
been there.
shock anybody doing that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it would definitely throw me off. I'd be like, did this motherfucker? Well, that time we were at the store.
Oh, that's right. I did
That's
pinch
right.
your ass at one
Yeah,
time.
and I was like,
I was like this door.
yeah, we were at the store and
He grabbed my boob today, so.
well, that was on
grabbing
accident.
boobs.
That was Sure.
But we
They
went to-
are kind of big, so I'll give him that.
Yeah, I was reaching out to give you a hug, and hey, guess
Well, we
what?
went to the store and there was this guy standing next to him, right? So I reach around, slip my hand, and pinch his ass cheek.
Jerkman gave me a reach around.
And Max turns to the guy, he goes, "Did you just grab my ass?"
I go, this kid just grabbed my ass.
Oh, man.
And the guy's looking, I'm like, "Who, me?"
Buddy, you're not only blind, you're delusional too.
Right.
But no, it's my faggot friend.
I love it.
Hey, Loon, thanks for stopping by.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we'll see you. And good luck on your endeavor.
Your voyage.
We'll be right back, bitches.
Voyage.
It's that shit that irks me. Jimmy Black.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic light, you already know. Get him, Jay!
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul.
I loved you, you were my girl.
Hip-hop bangers like
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks like.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
Answer me this. When did having a lot of YouTube hits and hella MySpace friends begin to determine whether a rapper has good music or not? Let's be serious. You wouldn't trust half of these people to wash your car or your dog. But you gonna let these people determine what music you listen to? That's crazy. You gotta be a leader, man, not a follower. And check out that classic album by your boy Black Ice, 5.0 Reasons, 10th anniversary, 1998 to 2008. It's that classic Bay Area G-Funk and mob music. Sample the entire album at cdbaby.com, rhapsody.com, Napster, and iTunes. Or just Google your boy Black Ice. That's Y-A-B-O-Y, Black Ice.
He was a young white kid from the suburbs who had it all. Yo, Pops, when you gonna paint my motherfucking Bentley and shit? Sorry, son, I'll get to it. It's just been very hectic down at the office. But he wanted something more. Yo, I wish I could be a G, dog. He wanted to come from those mean streets and be a G like his compadres that he looked up to. Yo, man, if only I could have a GAC, dude. I'd bust the most caps out of any G. Then he met Jay Fucker on MySpace, where he learned to rock up that crack cocaine with the dopest of OGs from the street. Yo, we gonna hit the track right now, and we gotta slang these hover rocks to these motherfucking fiends, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, can I roll with you, dog? Can I roll in your 6'4"? It's a tale of urban struggle. Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive out in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, I can dig it. It was a tale of romance. Hey, dog, you mind if we sleep in the same bed? Gerald Jisenbag and Harold Hardcock give it 2 thumbs up. It's Black Cock Down.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer of the award-winning Shit That Irks Me. Now, usually, I'm joking and having fun and laughing, but in this case, I'm here to talk about something very serious. There's a phenomenon that's going on all over this country. It's called dimpling or dimple caking. That's right. There are lonely-ass, poor, sorry sons of fucking bitches that have no friends, no life, and nothing really going on for themselves. So they need people to talk to. So what they'll do is they'll call your phone. And usually what you'll do, being the heartless son of a bitch that you are, you'll just let the phone ring and roll it into your voicemail. And then you sit there and you contemplate, oh no, I have to call this person back. I have to call this person back, knowing that there's quite the chore that's in front of you. What do? If you're the heartless son of a bitch that never calls them back, you need to stop now. You need to call that person back and do your dimple duty. That's right. It is your dimple duty to make sure that this person is happy, then content, and feels worth. That's right. This person needs to feel like they have some worth. So, do your dimple duty today. Thank you. I am Maxwell Silverhammer with a public service announcement. Do you hate women that you can't fuck? Have you tried to rub your dick on some woman's foot and she turned you down?
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, if so, you You need Game for the Mentally Lame. That's right. If you're a mental retard and women are trying to kill you with their Google Cheesy Leezy, then this is the book for you. That's right. Learn brand new pickup lines. Hey, baby, you hear my face? Wanna hit on it?
No, I don't want to sit on your face, but I'd like to split your fucking lip.
Or you can also learn brand new ways of being smooth and romantic with the come-ons. Hey, how about we go have some choochie, and then after that, we can go to the rum runner.
Great, just what I've always wanted, my own drunken alcoholic retard. No thanks.
So see, the proof is in the tard. So get Game for the Mentally Lame for only $19.99 if you call now. Order Game for the Mentally Lame for all tards and those who can't quite get it.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you think that you're fun. My tongue's replacing the gun, my toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch, I'm
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
We are anonymous, and you're listening to Maxwell Silverhammer
Fuck that guy.
and DJ Jerkman,
Yeah, fuck that guy too.
only on STEM Radio.
Damn, this shit really hurts me.
STIM Radio. STIM Radio.
Oh, final fucking segment of the shit that fucking irks me. So saying goodbye to Loon. She's moving. So wanted to just say goodbye and have a safe trip.
Stop by and say goodbye.
It was cool, man, because she's been on the show a couple times, and so.
I remember the first time I met her was right after my stroke.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Then you went home and had another stroke.
Get it?
Oh,
Get it?
what a... You're just fucking sick.
You're
like be sick.
Who's that? I don't even know who that is.
Me either.
Oh, look at her. She's adding to it. Did you stroke it? No, I did not.
Go home and bust one off?
Send a
Go ahead. No, come on.
Send a rocket?
picture.
I knew you were going to go there.
That's what you get for making fun of me fall into the
Oh, nigga, see? You know
Early.
what? That's the thing, jerk. When you start fucking with people, you're going to make some fucking...
Yeah, but she's hard. She fucks back, and she does it in a hard way. She plays rough.
Well,
do.
and
Sorry.
you don't.
No, I just
Give
don't know
it-
how to handle someone that plays just as rough.
Give a shout out to
Speaking of rough.
G Motors.
Oh, yeah. G
How
Motors
are
out
you?
there listening, man. What's up? What's
How
going
are
down?
you tonight? G Motors.
Hi, nice ass.
Oh,
I know we heard the last.
Sweet ass. It's sweet ass.
That's right. I was calling.
Sweet butt.
Yeah, because remember that one time I kept saying, "Don't I have a sweet ass?" and he wouldn't say nothing.
Right.
And then at the end, I kept tricking him, and he said, "You bet your sweet ass." I said, "See, I told you I had a sweet ass." You old fucking jerkman.
That faggot shit.
Yeah, he did not like the faggot jokes, man. So guys, man, you guys heard that Robin Williams died, right?
Yes.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
From
63?
asphyxiation, or he choked himself to death.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
In a car?
Wow.
Like with
In
gas?
his house.
They didn't say. It just said it's a suspected suicide from asphyxiation.
They said they found him in his home.
Wow.
So whether it was his garage or whatever, I
Right.
don't know.
Damn, man.
Crazy, huh?
You know, because you always think like somebody like that, you know, he must have it all. He's got it great. He
But see,
doesn't
that's the whole thing. The way he joked so many years, you could tell he's depressed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was a little crazy.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Little.
Definitely. Well, you know, and my thing is, unfortunately, I don't have respect for people that commit suicide. You know, it's a weak way out, honestly, in my opinion.
But, well,
and
it's his life.
Well, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Give it, take it, whatever you want.
But at the same time, you know, I can't go, oh, this man's a hero and he's revered for that.
Well, nobody said he was a hero. I mean, he was, I enjoyed him. He was fun.
Oh, I loved his movies and shows and shit. He was awesome. But, it's just one of those things where you go, oh, man, here's somebody that you really like their shit. And then all of a sudden they do something like that and you're just
But you don't know what he was going through.
I have a lot of mixed emotions about suicide.
Right.
I was very like on what you're saying, and it's for years like that's fucking selfish. It's a weak way out. You're pathetic. You could have dealt with it because, as you know, and maybe some of our listeners know, my mom committed suicide, and I got to a point in my life where I was extremely depressed, and so I started to see maybe why she did it. Now, needless to say, I was strong enough to overcome that, and I'm not dead, but to be in that amount of pain to where, I mean, she was serious. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't like she had second thoughts. I mean, she meant to fucking die, and to be that sad. Can you imagine being that fucking deep into a hole of like, there's no other way out for you besides death?
See, that's okay. Now, the only exception I would make for that is if you were, terminally ill, you're going to be bedridden, you're going to be all this shit.
But why does it have to be something physical? It's mental. Mental is bad.
Mental anguish.
Yeah.
And bipolar is extremely hard.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I've never been. I mean, I've had my depressed moments where I felt pretty shitty and like I felt like crawling in a hole, but I never.
But you never felt shitty enough to kill yourself.
Hell no.
So that's what I'm saying. You're not everybody.
Well, that's true.
And to say it's a coward's way out, I don't believe that. I mean, I don't think. And to say it's selfish, it's their life. How can you be selfish with your own life?
But who gets hurt?
It is selfish.
Who gets hurt? You got family members. You got
of course.
friends.
But what happens if you're in a car accident? Okay, of course you did not do that. But
of course not.
But you didn't choose to inflict that.
Yeah,
right.
You didn't go, oh, let's get in a car accident.
See, the whole
but
thing
at
comes.
The same time, I mean, in her case, my mom's case, she just was done. I mean, in her opinion, she did everything she could, and she could not escape that mental torment. I mean, being bipolar is extremely difficult.
So this
Thank
is due
God
to
I'm not, but
a chemical imbalance. Then it wasn't like, oh,
well, that
things
and
aren't working out.
Yeah, she was addicted to heroin, and so she couldn't beat that either. She lost me, her child, to the system, so she failed in that aspect, and she just had a lot of things going on that she just she didn't have help for, and she just couldn't overcome that depression, I guess. I don't know. I mean. Wow. I still don't know. I do still feel like, I mean, I do have my moments where I'm like, you know what? That was really fucking selfish. I really need you right now. I could really have used you. And especially during the holidays, those are rough for me. When people are like, oh yeah, I called my mom and he fucking pissed me off. So I went to my mom's house, and then I started thinking like, those are things that I never got to do and I'll never get to do.
See, that's when
my first baby. I mean,
how old were you when this happened?
I was 16.
Jesus!
Yeah.
So really, you have an understanding of what's going on. This isn't like you're 4 or 5 and you're going, well, where did mommy go?
No,
or something.
Yeah, yeah. And there were no family members. It was just me and her. So I had to arrange everything at 16 years old. From the moment I found out, I hit the ground. I was running, from funeral arrangements to the casket, to the flowers, to what was going to be said, to the after, the wake. I mean, the headstone, everything by myself.
See, and you got to think, okay, this wasn't like you were 18 or 19 even. I mean, at least then you could have been independent. You could, but now it's like, wow, you're leaving me. How can you leave me when I don't have the tools to survive? I mean, obviously you did, and you overcame, and you became the person you are today.
Right.
But I mean, that's why I feel it's selfish. I mean, my stepbrother's dad killed himself, and it's like, fuck you. You didn't even get to see your son get married.
Right.
And why? Because you're that motherfucking depressed. It's like, dude,
I reserve judgment on that because you don't know what somebody's going through. You can't just blanket coat everybody with you're a selfish fuck. You can't do that. I mean, I've been to the part where I've been so depressed, I thought of taking my own ass out. Mm-hmm. And people looked at me and said, well, why would you do that? You own a radio station, you blah, 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 blah. There are times in your life when things just are not what you want them to be and don't look like there's any way out of it.
But I think what snaps you back is you think of your kids.
I'm crazy, that's why.
No, you think of your kids. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
what brought me back.
You're like, God damn it. Because now...
I was there. I was extremely depressed. It was a dark time. And yeah, my kids, I was like, there's no fucking way in hell that I will do to them what was done to me.
Right.
I just won't.
And they gotta. I mean, they cannot. They're not ready to survive in the world, man.
Mm-mm.
You know, so that's the shit that will snap you back. And but there are some people that are like, "Fuck it, you know, I want to kill myself. It's all about me. It's all about me." Well, no, you've got kids, you've got family, and people that are gonna hurt, and you're gonna affect a lot of people when you go. It's not just about you. That's why I say it's selfish.
No matter when
But
you
in
die,
that moment,
you're right. You're not thinking about that. You're not thinking of who am I going to hurt? Who am I? You're thinking the pain you have inside. That's it. I mean, okay, you say, okay, someone that's terminally dying of something. When they get taken out, what is it they want to be taken out for? They've got pain. They've got a lot of stuff going on in their life. So for them, it is just as bad, if not sometimes maybe not as bad, as somebody that's internally fucking hurting constantly. You don't know what kind of torment. Just because, there's different types of torment. Just because it's not physical pain doesn't mean it's not fucking you up.
Well, I guess, too, do you have a quality of life? I mean, can you still get up and move around? Fuck yes, you can. But in your mind, you're so down that you don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? So
right. I mean, it's just as disabling as anything else can be. So like I said, I reserve judgment on calling people like that weak. I reserve judgment on calling them cop-outs or anything like that. Because, who knows? Who knows someday maybe I may do it, and I'm not a weak person. But you just don't know. You can't. I don't think blanket coating everybody is the answer for that.
Maybe not, but I guess for me, the situations I've seen every time have always been very selfish situations.
But you don't know. You're not them. To you, it seems selfish. To them, apparently, it did not.
I mean, I don't think I could. I've never been low. Well, I've been in some pretty low spots, but
sure.
I've never thought, damn, taking my life will be the solution.
Because you're a trailblazer.
Well, that's right. God damn it. No, I
super strong.
I couldn't do it, man. I mean, honestly, there's several things that would stop me, and one is, those who do care about me. I do understand that there's those that care about me, so I wouldn't do it. And also, too, there's the fear of course, I can fuck this up. I could, I'm not.
You could fuck it up and go blind or something.
Oh fuck! Don't imagine that. But no, like I said, the only exception I would make for myself is if I was, like gonna be bedridden.
Well, wait a minute here, but that's the weak way out. You should be able to handle it and go through to your own death.
No, but if you have no quality,
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
They don't.
They don't. That's the whole thing.
They're that fucking depressed.
Just because they can move around doesn't mean they got a great quality of fucking life.
Maybe so, but again,
so you can't claim that then. If you're saying that, then you have to live through whatever it may be and never kill yourself, because if you're going to stand by what you say, that's what you have to do.
Well, but now you're playing Democrat Republican here.
You got
to be this. You got to be that.
It's simply the same. If you're going to say that they're taking the easy way out, what gives somebody the right of physical pain to mental pain the right to do it?
Well, I'm not God. Obviously,
I know, but I'm saying
I can't.
You should hold them in the same standard.
I guess there's some people, well, there was somebody one time on our show that was talking about, rest in peace to this person, and came to find out the guy had killed himself. Well, I didn't know the guy. I don't know what he went through.
Right.
But I couldn't sit there and go, I couldn't be sad about it because.
But if they had AIDS or something, you could see them doing it, and then you'd be okay with it.
Yeah, probably.
Wow, you got a fucked up way of thinking.
Don't I?
Because I think, in my personal opinion, I think pain is pain.
Yeah.
I mean, if they did that, like I said, I don't condone it. I don't. Either way, that's them. I don't. But I do understand that physical pain and mental pain can be just as one and the same.
I guess. I mean, maybe I've never been to that point.
Maybe you haven't.
Such bad, but
you couldn't have been, because if not, you wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. For me, I mean,
everybody goes through depression, but we're talking depression enough that nothing in the world matters to you, including yourself.
I mean, it would take a lot for me to get there.
Well, some people are, like you said, chemically imbalanced.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us just, unfortunately, have that genetic chemical imbalance, and it takes a lot to say, hey, this will pass. This is just a moment. You will get over it, but in that moment, it doesn't feel that way. Especially, I mean, anybody with legit mental illness, that's very difficult to live with and manage on an everyday, aspect. Like you don't have that. You don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when you wake up, you're going to be the same person that you went to sleep. And some of us, doesn't work that way.
I mean, I guess, like I said, I've never been there. You know, I've never had that. I just, there's some people.
You say you've been depressed, but you're right. You could have never been to that point because then you'd be a little more understanding, I think.
Yeah, maybe so. But right now, I just cannot fathom it, I guess. And so I do judge it. And I'm like, and then, too, you got to remember, too, with personal situations. Like I said, I think back to my stepbrother's dad who killed himself. And right away, I'm going, oh, you son of a bitch, because I think what he did to my stepbrother. I mean, it wasn't fair. And, so
because you saw him going through the pain.
I didn't see him.
You didn't see the pain of the other guy that had killed himself. You couldn't see that pain.
No, but I saw what my stepbrother.
But wait a minute. Then how can you see your stepbrother's mental pain, but not the man that killed himself's mental pain?
Because I'm around my stepbrother.
But what I'm saying is if you can see you were so upset and angry for this man or your stepbrother because of the mental pain he was going through, yet you can't feel anything for the man that did it. Obviously he was going through even more mental pain.
I mean, but
yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just, to me,
I mean, I see your point.
Oh, I do too.
mean, I'm forever altered because of it. Yeah. I'm not the same person.
I'm sure
out completely different. I mean, my whole attachment issues stem directly from that.
And I'm sure even if you got severely depressed, that would be a factor in your mind. Like, damn, what will I do to the people that do care about me? What's going to be the effect? I think you'll think about that.
I did.
And I'm sure that's why you're still here. Obviously, because you've hit some bottom. You talked about on the show before some fucked up points.
Right.
But so I guess that would be, the point where you're like, damn, you kind of caught yourself a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I was there and I seriously considered it. At the end of the day, like you said, though, I am stronger than that. I'm a fighter. So, but some of us, it doesn't happen that way. They give up. They're done fighting. They cannot fight anymore. Can I understand it? Yeah. Do I agree with it? No, because I know firsthand what it does to the people who survive it.
And we always talk about that sometimes that things are the way they are because this hand makes this hand go.
Right.
Maybe if and I'm not being mean, but maybe if your mother may not have taken herself out of this world, maybe you would have.
Well, that's the thing. That's the hardest aspect for me to deal with is that guilt, because had she not done it, yes, she was a huge burden. Huge. I used to have nightmares that she didn't do it. So to deal with that guilt was rough. Like, I felt relief. Do you know what I mean? And that was a fucked up thing to get through. To know that that was almost, it almost felt like it was the best thing she could have done for me. Because I was the mother. Hands down. I took care of her. I was paying rent. I was making sure that she wasn't drinking when she was taking her meds. And I mean, nothing that somebody who fucking 10 and under should have ever had to go through.
Right.
It was just really rough.
And maybe that helped you later on in life because, had she been around, maybe you, because you said you had a hard time dealing with things, maybe you would have been the one not seeing that and your family that close to make you go that opposite direction. Maybe you would have been that person.
Right.
So in other words, say she had lived, you grew up,
and maybe her depression and the way she dealt with things, not seeing what had happened to her mother and knowing to be strong for your children, knowing how she felt, maybe AK would have been that person. You never know.
Well, that's an interesting point. Yeah. Wow.
Life works in weird ways.
It sure fucking does, man. But I guess having said that, we lost a great, actor, comedian, and
I enjoyed it. He was one of the funny guys that I did like.
Yeah, and he's, it's young. It's an untimely death, really.
That's 63. Yeah.
Shit, he's younger than my parents, both of them. Yeah. Right. So you're like, wow.
Never expected to see that.
I didn't. That was as surprising as Michael Jackson's death. I mean, for me, not like it was sad or anything. This one was sadder, I think. But
I actually felt bad about this one. Me too. Actually posted it. Usually I don't.
Right. Yeah. Well, Michael Jackson surprised me, but I wasn't. How some people were just totally bent out of shape and fucked up over it.
That one didn't. It wasn't. He died.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. We had fun. You remember that?
Yeah.
We made fun of it on the show and all that type of stuff. But Robin Williams, that was wow. It surprised me, and it was kind of sad too, because it's like almost like an end of an era. Because I grew up on his movies.
Well, I guess that's the sad part. It's like there's no too many people left that just remind you of the good days that used to be here.
Yeah.
For me, at least. I mean, I watched Mork and Mindy when it was first on. Loved the guy.
Yeah. Well, what happened is he got Ebola, so.
Oh, was
Probably so.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. So
there's a reason to kill yourself.
So now you can't say nothing.
Right.
Yeah. If you had Ebola, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm usually the one that tries to break it up with the fucking joke shit, and she's talking about Ebola.
She's starting to get. She's getting your.
I think she's had them all along. That's the problem.
That's probably what it was. And now you just opened up that
opened up Pandora's box.
Yeah, something that she didn't realize she had, or maybe she did realize she had, but then took you to. Really
the one I got to keep wits with because she's kind of tough to. I can fuck with everybody else. She fucks
That's
back.
funny. I'm glad that somebody finally fucking gives you a taste of your own goddamn medicine, man.
Yep.
She didn't like the little things I when I walked out of here, actually, like I fell against
over.
the door.
I'm like, you motherfucker. Yeah, most people would be like, are you okay?
He laughs at you.
I knew what the fuck you were doing.
Leave it up to Jerkman. He finds that shit funny.
I have balance issues. It's actually it kind of worries me.
Why?
Sometimes.
Because you have balance issues?
Yeah, like sometimes I'll just lose my balance out of nowhere.
Well, I was watching you when you were leaning. I mean, you were leaning pretty far over there to look in the room. Yeah, it's like if you would have moved over a little bit more, you may not have had to lean so much.
I don't know, but even like just walking sometimes, I'll just lose my balance out of nowhere.
Because I was just out there watching you, and I watched you look, and then you look back, and I seen you leaning, I thought, if she moves over, and I thought, is she go? Oh, yep, she did.
It's funny. My assistant does that shit now. I'll be walking with him, and all of a sudden he'll just kind of pitch forward, and I'm like,
not like that.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man? And he's just like, sorry, man, I'm clumsy. Like he'll just trip over his feet for no fucking reason.
Thing to explain. It's not like I trip over my feet or I'm clumsy. I just will lose my
You
fucking
were just
balance.
balancing on your toes a little bit off to the side too much, and you fell over.
There
against
was.
the wall.
And did you fall completely over?
No, she just went kablunk on the side of the
No,
wall.
just like-
just got bunk. Oh
Yeah,
shit!
kind of like you fall over, you hit your shoulder against the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I knew he was out there watching.
And I was
'cause
giggling.
fucking
I
flipped
saw
him
her flip me off. I was out there laughing.
Yeah.
Gave him the finger, huh?
Asshole. Yeah.
Finger for you, jerk man.
Because you couldn't see me?
I sort
kinda
of saw
seeing me
you.
like-
You can see in, but not out. That's
Yeah.
the scary thing. Fucker.
Damn.
Oh, I would admit, I was laughing. I was like,
She fell. Oh.
Yeah.
nice guy, huh?
Yeah. Laugh at you when you fall. Good.
That's
What
a real friend.
friends like him. Who needs
That's
enemies?
a real friend.
I know.
If you can't laugh with your friends about doing stupid shit like
right.
that, you need new friends.
Yeah, pretty much. So they obviously you're real friends if you're laughing about it.
That's right.
Now, if she would have gotten hurt, I would have felt bad, but it was just
I
kind
still would have laughed, even if I got
I
hurt.
probably still would have at first, and I would have come in, you okay? And giggling a little still.
Right? I broke my arm. Haha.
Like, okay. Anyway, bitches, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm AK.
I'm GJ, can stand up just fine, jerk.
Motherfucker.
That's the story there, bitches. See ya.
It's that shit that irks me. Jimmy Black. It's the shit that irks me. Activity. Productions. Yeah. It's the shit that irks me.